Dearest gentle reader, one must remind themselves that more often than not the wolves to be feared dress in dapper sheep's clothing. Or, in this case, captain's garb. Lord Absalom Trench was seen accosting several ladies of the Tun near the quarry outside of town, including one Lady Amalia Schwartz, who has recently overcome illness. While no physical casualties occurred after such a horrific display of selfishness and power, it is difficult to believe that Lord Trench will be finding a suitable wife before the end of the season. As we look forward to the last ball of the courting season, a spectacular celebration hosted by Lady Crystal and the House McCartney, in an unforeseen collaboration between two of the Tun's most influential families. There is rumour of several proposals and marriages to be announced at said ball, as well as a few preemptive proposals. Lady Isabella Parker has been seen in possession of an ornate ring, one that those who have been in the Tun long enough recognise from the Schwartz family handiwork. Could Lord Benjamin have made his intentions known? Or rather, does this ring now in Lady Parker's possession have anything to do with Lady Amalia's improved health? Duke McCartney was also seen promenading with Lady Willa O'Bryant. Despite her involvement and time spent with Lord Joshua Chase, the Duke seemed content to have Miss O'Bryant on his arm. A private conversation was had beneath the apple trees, leaving Lady O'Bryant with a look of confusion on her face. Could the Duke have proposed a lifetime of comfort and riches to her? If so, what could possibly keep her from saying yes to that? Only time will tell. Who will devote their lives to whom? And we dedicate ourselves to providing the most accurate depictions of the upcoming marriages. Keep your eyes out for our light, shining in even the darkest of places. Yours always, The Beacon.
Both of you did receive very prompt invitations to the what they are calling the pearlescent ball. You see there is a footnote on this ball, as it is pretty traditional in the Ton to celebrate the beauty of those things in the sea, those priceless treasures that have been found by sailors and folks alike that they've brought back to the Ton. So it's a lot of pearl, a lot of very nice decor like that. You see the footnote at the bottom as this is being hosted at the McCartney Manor, in collaboration with Lady Crystal's family. You see the footnote at the bottom says, could be Crystal in as well. Wink. And Willa, we open with you as your parents are getting ready for this ball as well. And they're kind of like talking amongst themselves. And your dad is looking at you kind of worried. He's like, Willa.
Yes?
You do know that this Duke came by to ask my permission for your hand.
Yes.
Then he took you promenading.
Yes.
Was it just a promenade?
Yes.
Willa.
Father.
And your dad, motions for you to sit.
I sit down next to him.
Goes, Willa.
Yes.
This is the last ball of the courting season. Your first courting season. Your mother and I will not be judgmental or upset should you not be wed this season. But the fact that this man asked for my permission to propose to you, you went promenading, and then we get an invitation to a ball that is being held in collaboration with a young lady who is unwed in the Ton. What?
Are you suggesting...
What is happening, Willa?
Are you suggesting that Lady Crystal is a potential competitor?
It possibly could be. that their families are very, very close. It could be a very easy, logical choice for the two of them.
Father, no. Wrong. Incorrect, sir. No. No.
But Willa,
No, Father,
it
it's
may
fine.
not feel like it, but
Father.
this is your first season. You don't know.
This is your nicest waistcoat. You cannot sweat through this one.
I am so sweaty already, my darling daughter. I don't know how to solve it. I'm quite nervous. I just want you to be happy. My peach, my sugar plum, my little Willa. I just want you to be happy and comfortable. And I want this man who came so intently. If he's the right one for you, I don't want you to lose that because of societal norms. We are not very wealthy, Willa. Your dowry is not that much.
Yes, thank you for the reminder, Father. I
don't mean to be like that, but it is an unfortunate truth that we have to deal with.
I take his hand and I say, the ball is in my court. I will play it how I see fit.
The ball is in his court. It's at his manor.
The ball is in my court, Papa. It may be his driving range, but it's my lucky ball.
Your dad just nods and goes, If you are so confident, then I am confident in you. And again, your mother and I will not judge. We will not be upset. We will not be ashamed if you do not end up wed by the end of this season.
Okay.
He pats your hand and is like, okay.
Yeah. Try not to
What are
sweat
you
more.
wearing to this ball?
Well, if it's pearls, then she'll wear, she has like not a lot of pearl dresses. I mean, the first drawing I did of her was like in a pearl kind of dress. It's her signature baby blue color. But it's silk. So it's like very like, it changes color kind of in under like the light, and it like shimmers like, you know, how like the sea sparkles on the surface in the horizon. It's like a mixture of like applique silk flowers like along the bodice with like a smattering of pearls, and then it's highly condensed like where like the shoulders and like the bust is, but then it like tapers down into like this like gradual effect, and it's a very like simple but on par with the theme dress.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And she has Caleb's ring in her pocket.
Mm-hmm. Miss Velasquez is like getting you all set.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Claire.
What about Josh's ring?
He has the
Josh
ring.
hasn't given that yet.
You have both rings. What?
No, he didn't give me a ring.
Oh, he didn't give that one yet.
He gave me a twine ring.
Yes.
Where's that?
Also in her pocket?
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yep. So Miss Velasquez is getting you like all set, and she's been pretty quiet as she's been dolling you up, and it's when she puts the final touch in your hair that she's just kind of like, do you know what you're gonna do, kid?
Maybe? I have a basic plan?
I mean, I don't think you'll lack any confidence, but there's something that I feel will be a very wise saying even years from now. That is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That sounds...
Be smart, kid.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hmm.
If you need, I'm sure that Miss Parker's footman will drive you away if you need to run away from these boys.
Oh, absolutely. I made a pact with Stanley, so he's always there.
She smiles and she like pats your shoulders and she goes, all right, but if you come back a full-fledged woman, I don't know if I can handle that.
Full-fledged woman? You mean married?
Engaged. Doofus.
Oh, right. I was like, what? Yeah. We'll see how tonight goes. She's like fiddling with like her gloves. She's just thinking about lots of things.
Don't be rushed into anything.
Nope.
It's your choice. And you can take as much time as you need.
Yep. I will deliberate carefully the rest of my plan in the carriage ride.
We turn back over to Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
And Kumiko is starting to get you ready. And she's like all a Twitter. She's like, oh, it'll be so much fun. You're going to have a great time. It's going to be at the McCartney Manor. That's a gorgeous place to be. God, I wish I could go there sometime. That would be really, really fun. Can I get you in your dress, Miss Parker?
Izzy, who had been up until that point kind of just rereading Daisy's last letter.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. Yes, yes, the with the pearlescence, I was thinking the newer dress that Mama got for me, the one that was just a shade off of pink.
Oh!
Which is, to what Kumiko knows, is very close to white. With just like pearls over top of like mesh, this beautiful flowy-ish skirt, like up to the collar, like it's like embroidered and beaded, but very, very close to being white, but just very blush.
Ooh.
And she goes, oh, absolutely. It's funny, when your mother purchased this, I thought it was more close to a wedding gown.
It's coming from, but I feel optimistic. So I feel like it's the right time to wear it.
For Lord Schwartz to make his intentions clear?
A Schwartz? Yes.
Kumiko starts like buttoning you up and she goes, Lady Amalia is quite kind. I do hope that the two of you get some time to spend together.
That would be very nice. Is there any reason you bring up Lord Schwartz's sister?
Miss Parker, I've worked for you for quite a while. And I saw everything that happened last season. And my dear, I cried for you. Many, many nights I cried for you because what you had to go through is not fair for a lady of your stature. But I have also cried many happy tears for you this season. I believe that you found something that a lot of us look for our entire lives. And I think that that is quite lovely, what you've been able to seek out amongst the chaff. And Kumiko, like, tightens up the last little bit, and she goes, so whatever choice you make, I know it's going to be the right one.
Thank you, Kumiko. You really do know me so well. I'm sorry if
My lady, that's my job.
I do apologize if I've been any sort of snappy or any type of unkind to you or not being able to talk as we have.
Oh,
the season
my
has
dear,
been.
I read the beacon. It sounds as though you were embroiled in very thing. Who knew that captain was so dastardly?
He very much is and should be given quite a large berth. But I believe that justice and the beacon, surprisingly, is also on my side.
She smiles. She goes, well, they should, as I always say, matters of the heart should be up to the heart, and nobody should really care about what other people are doing with it.
And very much so. Well, I thank you so much for all of that. I need a little bit of a gift prepared before we go. Could you bring me some of the nicer wrapping paper and string?
Yes, of course. And she exits the room, and then you hear a gentle tapping at your door a few moments later. And it's Arthur who is bringing the wrapping papers to you. He comes in and he sets them down on your desk and he just kind of looks at you.
Arthur,
Miss
is there
Parker.
something you'd like to say? That you have a look on your face as if you do.
Your observation skills are as sharp as ever.
Potentially, and Izzy just like shoves her little drawer closed that has her tarot cards in them.
And he steps in and you see that he has a small package wrapped up for you. And he hands it to you. He goes, I believe that you are going to be taking a very large step coming up soon. And I do not have any children. I do not have any claims to a family, but your family has been closest thing to a family that I've had. So I would like to give you something of my line, just to remind you of my dedication. Whichever house you end up in, I am still here to support you. Do you open it?
Yes.
It is a hand-embroidered handkerchief with Arthur's monogram on it. And wrapped in it is a small pewter rapier. And he smiles and he goes, there is the kerchief is for practicality's sake, and as they say, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I don't expect you to bring that back, so you may borrow it indefinitely. And as for the pewter piece, it's just something I've been working on in my spare time to remind you that there's always a match whenever you would like to spar.
Thank you, Arthur. This means more than I can tell you.
He smiles and he nods and he goes, your parents don't know that I've given these to you because I'm certain that they don't know that about
The fencing?
both the fencing and where your heart lies.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm not quite sure what my parents would say if that were the case.
They'd come around. It would take your mother longer, but I know your father quite well.
I feel in time I might, but potentially after it's already said and done.
He smiles and nods and goes, it's often the case.
And I've learned from Willa it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Arthur narrows his eyes a little bit and goes, in some instances. Some instances, Isabella.
Well, yes, perhaps. But, never mind. Perhaps it's best not to be said. As Izzy's thinking back to one of Arthur's favorite teacup sets that went missing.
We don't talk about the teacup set.
Actually, never.
It was out in the garden. It was its own fault. It was right within striking distance of a golf ball.
Oh, of course, exactly.
I can't
Why would he put
control
it there?
gravity.
You think I can control that? No, I'm not that strong.
No, it's I got powers, but not like that, honey.
Exactly.
But Stanley is ready to take you and Willa to the ball if you are ready, if there's nothing else that you guys need done.
I'm ready. I don't have anything.
I just prepare the little gift and wrap it up. I also stick the pewter. Is the pewter saber it's yay long?
No, it's
yay
itty bitty.
It's like
almost like a chess piece.
Like
Is it sharp enough to stab?
Ah!
Or throw like a knife?
It's pretty heavy.
Izzy would like to put it in her hair, but in such a way that you can't see it.
Yes. I love it.
You tuck it under kind of like a hair comb.
Beautiful. And with her little small gift in place, Izzy does go out to the coach to meet her friend.
Yeah. You pick up Willa along the way, and the two of you head right on over to the McCartney Manor. You see that it is absolutely decked out. It is exquisite. There's, like clamshells. There's little dancers that look like the Venus coming out of these exquisite areas. There's plants everywhere. There's the gorgeous rose hedges, and like it is probably the nicest part I've seen.
Is it better than the Schwartz's party?
Oh, miles better.
Excellent. More opulent, except
much more opulent. Much more sparkly as well. Which you do see, you see the Schwartz parents are like standing off to the side, and you see them like talking amongst themselves, and they look kind of pissed off.
They one-upped us, darling. They one-upped us.
How dare they do that? We're the ones who are supposed to have the best parties. As you exit, you do
away for TV.
You do catch sight. You see that Benny is standing talking to just a few. He's got a drink in his hand, and you see that he looks pretty relaxed. You see Crystal is promenading around the courtyards with Susie on her arm, and she's just talking away at her essentially. But you see that Susie's incredibly contented as they walk. You see that Lene is like essentially holding up her like a sketch, but dance hanging from this, and she's almost like trying to like show it off that she got her dance card out.
All right, excellent. Question. I just realized, because this is back in the first episode where Willa danced with Matthew, and Matthew asked if he could dance with her in the next ball. And I just totally forgot about Matthew because we were stuck in our shenanigans. Is Matthew around?
Matthew isn't around. He is, he looks very tired. He looks very, very tired. And honestly, like, does not look like he put a lot of effort into this ball.
Okay. I am walking with Izzy, and this is where I like tell her like, hey, did McCartney kind of propose to me? He gave me his ring. It's in my pocket. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. I told him that I would deliberate and give him an answer tonight. I'm going to stall that answer as much as I can. Would you like to promenade with me over to that little snack table with Sir Matthew? Because I also do need to speak with him because I meant to, but I got terribly distracted with other shit. Are you okay?
What? What?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of saying yes? Let me. Have you gotten another proposal besides his that you are in any way, shape, or form interested in?
I was not really a proposal, but she also like
Tell me.
She tells about how Josh gave her like an informal proposal with the little twine wrap thing while we were in the ton before we jet set it off to save Daisy. So I let you know all about that because we didn't have time to talk about that until now.
Correct.
Izzy like grabs hold of your hands with hers. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
It's fine.
Holy shit. You have to know. I feel like you don't exactly know. Well, no, that's not the right thing. I feel like you've.
You have something. You know something. What do you know that I don't know? Tell me. Tell me.
It was a little bit said in confidence, but I did give some relationship advice to a certain someone, and that certain someone has offered you a hand in marriage.
Indeed.
And I just was counseled about whether or not you may or may not be interested. It was Josh, Lord Chase. Because I know that you guys have always been very friendly and kind toward each other, and if anything, that it should be up to you to say yes or no, and he should make his feelings known, because if not, then Lord McCartney definitely would have, and he seems to have already done so, with a very beautiful ring, by the way.
Did we know did he say when he would ask me? Was it going to be tonight as well? Because the timing, if that's the case, then I have to time it correctly.
If we continue to promenade together, then, there might not be a chance for him to ask, but if I were to leave your side, then potentially someone else could also swoop you up. Do you want to talk to him? Is this something that I should orchestrate?
First, I also just wanted to talk to another person about, I wanted to catch up with Sir Matthew over there. Have I ever introduced you?
Willa, third person?
No. Hang on. She takes out her fan. Hang on. Willa takes out her fan. She's like, oh, no. She's like, absolutely not. No, heavens no. I just remembered that Sir Matthew wished to speak to me about something, but things happened.
Willa,
What?
make it an actual proposal from someone who is going to very much bear your... Do you like this man?
Which one?
Quite honestly, at this point, either, because truly, I'm wondering if I know my best friend at all.
Well, she's like...
If you have to speak to this person, by all means, please do so, but I need to know everything. And potentially, you need to know everything yourself.
Well, she like signifies this finger is Caleb and this finger is Josh or whatever, and she holds up this finger and she says, it's boring, very pleasant, much too agreeable, there's no fight.
Too, though. You are very bossy.
Yes.
And in a wonderful way.
But it's just, I like it when someone fights back, in a sense.
Which is what they do.
Yes, and I'm just more comfortable with this one. But this one is financial stability, and my parents are kind of leaning towards this one. But this one.
As you are holding up your fingers, you see that across the way, said fingers are talking.
Oh, no.
And you see that Duke McCartney is handing Lord Chase a
what?
A drink.
A drink.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like they're... Does it look like they're doing like the anime, like lightning flash and
crackling between them? But they're being quite civil.
All right, interesting. Yes, indeed. So,
Izzy kind of takes hold of like the fingers in her hands of yours. Your parents shouldn't matter in this. Both will give you security and a happy home and a wonderful life. And if they don't, I will find them. But this is your choice. You can have what you want, regardless of that financial, as long as they are a hard-working soul. They will never leave you hungry. They will never leave you alone or sad. As long as you find someone who wants those things that you want, that is what you should go for. And if it is neither of them, then it is neither of them.
Well, it's not neither of them. It's definitely one of them, at least. It's just most difficult that this one is hosting. And it's just bad taste to say no at their own party.
You hear across the way, Lene has been like, "Oh, Duke McCartney!" And as you look over, you see that Josh is kind of like glancing between the two of them, and you see that Caleb does a little bow and like steps around her, and just
he's walking towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot protect you much longer. You either have to beg pardon or face whatever that you have to.
I am I'm going to talk to Sir Matthew because I am nosy in his love life. And it's the final hurrah before I make a final choice on my love life. So excuse me. I'm going to take Lily quickly away to Sir Matthew and introduce them. And I'll like...
Matthew turns around and goes, Lady Parker, Lady O'Bryant.
Yes, Sir Matthew.
Hi.
My apologies for not speaking to you at all since the first ball. She leans in and she says, "Are you quite all right? You look unrested."
Yes, I'm quite well. I've been dealing with a few bouts of insomnia.
Insomnia?
Indeed, yes. I've found myself rather taken in the night by things beyond my ken.
Question.
Yes?
Izzy does tarot, but could she also potentially do a little palm reading since she doesn't have her cards?
Oh, she sure fucking can. Roll a mental
Absolutely.
check.
Absolutely. Let's fucking go, bitches. Because Izzy can never not be involved in Matthew and Aaron, although she wasn't exactly involved up until this point. She will
That
now.
is the constant of all universes.
That is an 8 to get a glance at his palm.
Yeah, like how do you ask this? Because he's wearing gloves. And you see also that his collar is rather buttoned up. Like he's
Ooh.
wearing essentially his normal garb, but he's all
The cravat is on.
cravat fastened.
Izzy is going to mix this in a little bit with an I wish.
Yeah, do it.
That is a 7, so she can hold 1.
Okay.
Izzy kind of like fanning herself a little bit. Oh, I'm a little parched. Sir Matthew, could you pass me one of the lemonade? Oh no, maybe one of the warmer drinks, the warmer teas.
Certainly. Yeah. And
Thank you kindly.
goes and grabs
I
one.
wish I would like to move a fine pound object, so I'd like the teacup to rattle in the saucer and splash on his hand.
Oh, good heavens!
It absolutely does, and he goes, "Oh goodness me!
Oh my goodness!
I apologize."
you
And
need
you
to
see
take
him
that off right
peel
now.
his hand, peel his glove off, and he starts kind of shaking his hand out, and he goes, "My apologies. It's quite untoward."
Izzy takes Arthur's handkerchief, dabs it with a little bit of the water and like the cold water, and holds it on that. So she's holding his hand to get a good reading on his palm.
Perfect. Yeah. What was your read? What was your reading roll?
The reading roll was an 8.
Okay. What are you trying to glean from him?
Because Willa had said something about them liking a certain individual, but there being a barrier of class. She would like to know read a little bit about that.
I will give you this. You take hold of his
And
hand,
if there is
as
a
you're,
path forward, if there is a path forward.
yeah, you are holding his palm, and you wipe some of it away, and you are looking at his lines, and you see that his love line, it goes fairly steadily, but drops off kind of in the middle, and you see it connects back to a different line that siphons it back to where the love line was originally going. As if he was on a path, there was some kind of kerfuffle, but ultimately he's gotten back onto that path. And you see that he, despite looking rather tired, he's just kind of at peace.
So do I know roughly where he's on this line?
You don't.
He's at peace now.
Yes.
He's at peace now. Okay.
And he kind of looks and goes, "Are the two of you planning to dance much tonight?"
Perhaps with a couple.
Dancing is always a pleasurable activity. I would potentially keep hold on the handkerchief on your hand there. this might be a little bit untowards, but I learned a little bit of hand poem reading from a traveling carnival. As you know, women are, we do get very interested in our love lines. And the one here, and Izzy kind of tells him a little bit about the break, the coming back, but it's still that same person. So, whomever that person is, they are certainly lucky.
That is very kind of you to say, Miss Parker, but I believe it is I that is the lucky one in this scenario.
And who is the lucky individual? Do I know them? Are they here? And Izzy looks around as if say this is not me or Willa, but someone here potentially.
He shakes his head and he goes, actually, I believe that you will find that some good news has come my way, as my uncle has unfortunately passed and
good
left
heavens.
in a boat in the countryside that needs tending, and several horses and other wonderful livestock. And well, I'm a bachelor. I have been in the seasons a few years now and have not really to suit my fancy, and others will carry on my family line, so I will take my manservant and go.
Does Izzy know who the manservant is?
Has Willa told her?
I told her that it
I
was
thought that they were a gardener.
it was a certain landscaper, but she wouldn't say who he was. But
I mean, there will certainly be many plants to be tended on this property. Many plants, many animals.
I put my hand on his arm, I am so happy for you.
He smiles and he goes, I greatly appreciate that. It has been quite a surprise. Oh, and he smiles and he goes, should you ever need an escape, you're always welcome, either of you.
Aww.
And he looks to you, Izzy, and goes, and should you know if Lady Amalia needs some fresh air, her condition as well, she would be more than welcome out in the countryside where I'll be staying.
I will be sure to pass along that information to her.
He nods, and at that moment is when Caleb makes his way over. He goes, Lady O'Bryant.
Hello.
He nods to Matthew and Miss Parker. Would you like to
Lord
promenade,
Murray.
Willa?
I'd love to. And I look at Izzy with a final see you later soldier kind of look. And then I take Caleb's arm. Willa does also a cursory glance to see if Josh is around.
Yep, Josh, you see that Lene has kind of flitted away from Josh, and he meets your eye as you are on Caleb's arm, and he kind of nods and just looks away.
Okay.
Caleb goes, you look lovely.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. I truthfully did not have a lot of things that went theme, but when you're hosting the pearlescent party, you have to dress the part, I suppose.
What's his
And you
outfit?
see he is wearing a very nice waistcoat that is essentially a very champagne-y gold,
Mm-hmm.
a champagne-y gold brocade, and very light trousers, very very exquisitely pristine outfit. It has never been.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because we do match a bit, which is quite nice.
Well, it is the theme.
Are you okay?
Yes, it was just all the fuss of getting ready for the ball. It's a final one. I can't believe that it's the final one. Shattered tabletop. What the fuck?
Caleb's looking at you as you're saying that, and he goes, "No, what is really on your mind, Willa? Have you given more consideration to what we discussed before?"
I considered it. Where are we in relation to like the ballroom? Are we like in like the quieter side of the ballroom?
Yeah, I would say the quieter side, yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I say for flavor that like the ballroom is attached to like balconies that can go outside and there's like gorgeous pots of flowers?
Of course
and stuff.
you can.
We're going out there because that's more private. Yeah, Willa, she steps in front of him and she like takes his hands and she said, "Yes, I have been deliberating and I don't know if I can say yes."
His face falls. And his hands kind of like tighten around yours, and he goes, "Why not?
You
Is it Lord Chase?"
Willa, her eyes widen for like a half second and she's like, you are most kind. You are most kind. I just you deserve someone who
I do not care what I deserve, Willa. I want you. I have truthfully never wanted for anything in my lifetime, Willa O'Bryant, and you stand here before me, an unattainable goddess who is just taken by a dog. I must say this is a bit difficult. What is it that he has that I do not?
In Willa's brain, a personality, but she doesn't say that. She just says, "I've been told that love, there's a spark between two people who are in love, and I don't feel that spark with us."
Roll to convince someone.
Am I in danger? Am I in danger? Hang on, let me double look at my stats real quick.
Really quickly, can I have taken a real quick preventative measure to make sure that Caleb did not get aggressive? Because technically the two of them are alone and unchaperoned.
Well, the doors are open, so like...
The doors are open.
Yeah, the doors are open.
He will not make a scene.
At least not out here.
At least not a violent scene. What was that convince someone?
Yeah, I didn't roll because I wanted to see if Izzy could have done something.
I just wanted to make sure that there was a someone who was also proposed to her in place in listening, just in case. Also for funsies, also for protection.
I'll give you that. Because as they walk by, we'll play that out, because you see that Josh has just taken a drink and is downing it right now.
Like alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Great. Izzy, in her lovely sign fan language, tries to signal to Josh.
Yes, because random just redeemed, "Hey, where'd you come from?" and said, "Josh."
He looks over and you see him set the glass down and he goes, "Miss Parker, you do not need to do that."
Do what?
You are putting your fan all over the place. I don't know what that means.
Get over here. Get over here.
I'm over here. I've walked myself over to you. What do you want?
The individual that Go over there and just stay quiet and just make sure that nothing untoward happens. Willa and currently Lord Chase are not Lord Chase. Fuck. No, not that. Lord McCartney, Miss O'Brien are currently over there just talking about something. And
You want me to go and eavesdrop? And she
Yes.
says yes to his proposal.
no,
Why?
Not-
Why would you want me to suffer like that, Miss Parker? Why would you want me to just rub salt in the wound?
You listen here and you listen good. I would not be asking for someone to go through heartbreak when I know well what heartbreak is, and I am not trying to put you through heartbreak. So read between the lines and go listen in now. And I'd like to roll to
Someone with
convince someone.
advantage. Yep.
Thank you, because
Izzy just bops him on the shoulder with her fan.
what's a roll to convince someone? I know
Emotional?
it's not going to be a negative. I think it's 0. 9.
Yeah. Your insistence, and like he glances up and sees that the two of you made it onto one of the balconies.
And if you don't care, at least by that is that the fact that they are currently alone, and I'm also unwed, and I would be no help, and you need to be there as well.
I'll go. And you see him turn and start running.
Ah!
So as we come back,
I'm gonna roll that emotion that convince someone now.
yes, please do.
Fucking 6. Fucking 6. No. All right. Well, I'm gonna get some experience.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You are standing there and you see that Caleb's hands are like have gone from your hands down to like your elbows, and he's kind of like holding you a little bit closer and is like, Miss O'Brien, surely your interest in Joshua Chase is just a passing fancy. He won't be able to provide for you. He won't be able to do anything for you. Not with his drunkard of a father and his, sister who is deciding not to wed. He's a liability. Do you really want to shackle yourself to a liability?
Your Grace, because she's like full on just skipped familiarity with him because he is being scary. She says, Your Grace, I believe you're having a hard time processing no.
And he kind of chuckles and he goes, My lady, you are in possession of a ring that is worth twice your family's entire estate.
Yes, and I am returning it to you.
Oh, no. You keep that. And then tomorrow morning, one of my lawyers will be over to talk about your thievery, and, we'll see you in court.
Absolutely not. You.
I ensure that myself and the people that I love and care about are comfortable and that we get what we want. Marry me, and sure, I can arrange for you to have maybe a weekend or so with the little Chase boy and everything will be fine. But you'll be mine entirely.
No. You can't have everything that you want just because you're a duke. You can have anyone else. Anyone else in the town.
But I don't want anyone else.
And
I want you.
I don't want you.
Surely that's not true. We spent the entire season courting. You were there.
It wasn't. She's like trying to like pull like pry his hands.
Oh, he's holding you pretty tight.
Yeah, okay. She says, you claim out of love, and this is not love. This is coercion. This is the opposite.
Aren't they one and the same? Really?
No. And
he holds on and he goes, all right, then we'll see you in court then.
No.
It's going to be very sad to see your family just be a blip. I might hire your dad as a servant. That makes you feel better. He is rather lovely.
You are just like all of them. You're just like all of the rotting nobility that lives on top of this stinking ton. You're just like them, and I thought you were different.
I am different, Willa. And I thought you saw that. This this is something that you are not familiar with. You are not used to the way that things work here from the top of the hill. And I'd like to bring you to that to see what I see, to see what we work on together. I'd like to build a life with you. You are indomitable spirit. You are flame. You are ember. You are everything.
And
I
yet,
don't see why you don't see that.
and yet you want to smother my so-called flame with your possessiveness, your entitlement.
Possessive? Isn't this what all of this is about? It's interaction. It's transaction. And this is when, from the shadows, you hear, "She doesn't want you, dude." And Josh is standing there, and you see he's trembling a little bit, and he goes, "Let Miss O'Bryant go and continue on your little party. And Willa,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a convince someone."
Oh my god. +2. Come on, baby. Come on. 8.
You see that Josh is standing there, and he's not looking at you right now. He is pretty well focused. And Caleb looks to Josh and then looks back to you and goes, "Why would I listen to you, Lord Chase? Surely you understand that I'm ultimately right. You won't be able to provide for Miss O'Brien. You won't be able to give her a happy home, a comfortable home, a good life, a nice title. You won't be able to give her any of that. You've essentially adopted your sister because she is not planning on doing her part and getting married, and you, your father is certainly not helping. He's in fact hindering you. You're boxing in the rings. Aren't you, Lord Chase? Do you know how easily that could tank your reputation, could tank your status here in the town? I just endorse the Beacon, who has been touting that you do that for ages now. I could ruin you in a heartbeat."
Cahoots with the Beacon? Is Crystal the Beacon?
He smiles and he goes, "Now, we're all saying a lot of things, but we should be smart about this. Again, I did offer to Willa if you would like, a few weekends to play house every so often. I'm happy to allow that. But ultimately, Willa O'Bryant will be mine." Josh looks a little startled and is like, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a giant manor like this. I don't have an incredible amount of savings that Miss O'Bryant here could live off of for the rest of her life. I don't have any of that. But I'll work hard to make sure that she gets to golf. That she can break as many windows as she wants. That she won't be left wondering if there's anything better. Now you get your fucking hands off her. Willa, what do you do here?
I am trying. I think she needs to make a scene or something so it draws more attention. Because Caleb still has her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can I give assistance?
Yes.
Can I give assistance?
Yes.
Can I? Because I did send Loverboy that way. I would like to, because there's so many lights and so much reflection. I would like for I wish to be almost a softer light to almost flash as if it's the reflection of Willow's dress down onto the lower deck of said balcony, because they are on balcony. Yes. Yes. I would like to have light flashing off of Willa.
Yeah.
Have
Fuck yes, baby.
Have a
That's
mirror trick it to to show the ballroom about what Caleb and Willa or shenanigans are up to.
Mm-hmm.
You do see that little bit of shine happen up there, and Izzy, from down on the floor, you see that a few of any couples have stopped dancing and a few folks have kind of glanced up and flanking either side of you, you hear on one side, "Oh, that's problematic," as Benjamin Schwartz kind of like looks over and you hear the sound of a fan click open and you hear, "Certainly unsightly, even in his own home, don't you agree?" As
Is he hurting that young woman? I say in a different voice.
Lady Amalia Schwartz is standing there with her dressed to the fucking nines, her fan in front of her, and she glances at her brother and then glances to you, and the two of them split off and start spreading this rumor.
Yes. Okay. Well, is there any way I could clock what's just happened so I could just play it even more? Is there a way that I can?
Roll a be vigilant. Gotta be smart.
10.
Yeah.
10.
You notice that like two very cats, the Schwartz twins, approach Izzy and then go out from Izzy into.
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, good. I put up more of a show and I'm trying to actively try to pull away from Caleb's grip. And I say, "This is very unbecoming of a nobleman to accost a lady."
His hands leave you and he looks at you and goes, "You've made a mistake. Miss Parker? Miss O'Brien." He goes, "You've made a mistake, Miss O'Brien. I'll give you the opportunity to ask forgiveness tomorrow when you come to your senses. Have fun."
You spoiled little rich boy.
Spoiled? No, I am quite right. You'll figure it out. And he looks at Josh and goes, "Have fun on your one little night together." And he wrinkles his nose and walks past you and douches Josh hard in the side as he walks past.
I say, "Hey, Caleb," and she takes the ring out of her pocket and she chucks it at him.
Oh,
yeah. My answer is no. You should live with that and be bitter for the rest of your life. I don't care.
He picks up the ring. He looks at it. And he steps back up to you. Takes your hand rather forcefully. Puts it back. Closes your hand and goes, "You'll change your mind." Taps it and then heads out again. Josh approaches and you see his hands are gonna go to hold your arm, but then he stops and curls them back to his own sides. And he's like, Are you hurt?"
I'm fine. She's rubbing where he was holding on really tightly and stuff.
Jesus.
I'm fine.
I mean, I knew he was strong, but that's...
I could have taken him. I could have given him one good left hook. Maybe.
Well, that would have been the stupidest thing that you've ever done.
I mean, I did punch Captain Absalom, and that was glorious. You saw that.
He starts chuckling. He goes, "You really did."
I did.
You really did that.
How's my black eye? Is it hiding well under the makeup?
He takes a tentative step forward and very slowly reaches to up your jaw to look at your black eye. It's slow enough that you could stop him.
I don't stop him. But I take his other hand that's just hanging down by the side, and she said, I've been thinking about what you said a couple days ago.
What I mean, if you're going to let me down easy, I promise that I will not be as much of an ass as Duke McCartney was.
She takes her fan and bops him on the shoulder, and she said, "After that, what the hell was that? After that whole display, you expect me to still say no to you?"
I don't want to assume anything, and it's not like I can exactly. I had plans today. But it's not as though I can really do those when you've just had to suffer through that. I can't come in here and force something upon you.
It's not forcing. What the Duke was doing was forcing. God damn it. Josh, it's a yes. In this world, yes. In other worlds, it'll always be a yes.
He looks like just a young boy. Like, all of the strain, all of the pressure, all the stress has just kind of left him for a moment, and he reaches down into his pockets and pulls out a less than fancy ring. It's nice, but it's not ornate. It's not beautiful. It's pretty. Mm-hmm. And he holds it and he goes, if this is some kind of prank, I will throw myself off of this balcony.
No, because I would stop you. Because I could probably haul you over my shoulder if I could.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try. And he he holds the ring and he goes, I can't believe you didn't even let me ask you.
Well, technically,
not in earnest.
Technically, you did. Before
that was me being afraid that you would have gone with Duke McCartney, and then you would have been stuck with him.
Well, how would you ask now, knowing what you know now?
He is very red, and he is like, Willa O'Bryant, you are an absolute menace. You have broken my windows more times than I can count. You have
thought this was
frustrated my horses. You have hit me with that fan so many times, and there's nobody that I would like to just exist with than you. And this ring is not fancy by any means, but I used some of my earnings from the boxing ring to get it for you. And it is a testament that, though I may not have much to give right now, I always will. So, would you like to do this life with me?
Yes, always.
He smiles and just kind of like collapses into your shoulder.
I say goodbye to all your windows.
You know what? At this point, just break them all. I don't care.
Okay, sounds good.
And he kind of glances around and places a kiss on your forehead. It's like, could I dance with you tonight?
Of course.
If you step on my toes.
I'm not liable for injuries, okay?
Guess that's what I signed up for.
Besides, I need to show off my new ring.
He goes, if you are so inclined to, it... Yeah, we can show it off.
Yeah. And
he's kind of shaking his head as if he's not believing that this is real. He like holds out an arm to you, and you hear him go, "This is yet another dream. It will be very painful waking."
I mean, I could punch you right now, and that would be pretty painful.
No, I don't think that's actually necessary. Willa, I think we're fine on that front.
Willa leans into him and she's like, so what about the Caleb conundrum with him suing?
Josh rolls his eyes and he goes, he's all bark, no bite.
I don't know. He seemed a little scary.
Because if he wants to send lawyers, well, and Josh cracks his knuckles and he goes, I happen to have a team of my own that is practicing a different type of law.
Oh, she also cracks her knuckles in the same way. She's like, does that include me?
You really should meet some of the guys at the ring. You'd like them.
Okay, Sir Preston is a little too much, but he sounds like fun.
Josh chuckles and he's like, yeah, that's a good way to describe him. That's a good way. He has mellowed a bit. Seems that though he's courting a young lady, but good on him, I guess.
No, we will have to break the news to my parents that this happened. All in due time.
Josh kind of nods and goes, they'll be disappointed.
No.
Won't they?
They'll be shocked mostly. My parents have known you ever since we were children. It's not
and your parents are not exactly fond of me.
Well, it's not like it's a stranger that came up to me and said, hey, will you marry me? And I said yes on the spot. It's someone I know, and they know that, yeah.
Yeah. I'll talk to them. Izzy, as the rumor has kind of disseminated and you see that folks are going, Duke McCartney seems a little perturbed. Oh, what's got him in a twist? He's not dancing with anybody. He's not even trying. This is supposed to be his party, isn't it? I thought he was going to get engaged to Crystal. No, it was the new girl, wasn't it? Oh, golly, who knows? Both the Schwartzes flank you on either side again, are sandwiching you in, and Daisy has the fan over her face. And well, boss, was that a success?
I think so, and I'm relatively sure that my best friend just got engaged.
Oh. To the little chase boy?
Mm-hmm.
Benny kind of like whistles low and goes, that will be quite fun to tease her with.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
Yes.
I'm going to also tease him as well because he came to me for love advice.
Daisy looks and goes, but you are rather wise in that respect.
Not, in some ways, but there's much I can still learn.
Benny kind of like cracks his neck and goes, and I do believe it's time I refresh my beverage. I believe I gotta get over there. You ladies have a ton of fun though. And he winks. Leaving you with Daisy for the first time in public. And Daisy looks to you, and she is beautiful. And she just kind of smiles and holds out an arm.
Izzy takes it. Is there a garden around here?
I do believe so. I mean, the McCartneys are very well known for their botany and plant care.
I can see that. The man only ever talks about plants.
Indeed, he talks about plants and his own ego, it seems.
They both grow so tall, so
Indeed.
large.
Oh, quite.
I think they need some. I think it needs a little trim.
I do believe we really should investigate. I would assume this hedge maze really needs some attending to, especially in the center. Wouldn't you agree?
We should reinvestigate the center of this maze.
Indeed, my lady.
We can't just simply say, "Oh, there needs to be a trimming thereabouts." The most specific directions are, and most plainly spoken, are much more appreciated.
Daisy's hand slides down to yours as she stands at the mouth of the hedge maze, and she goes, "You ready?"
Absolutely.
And she starts tearing ass and starts running. The two of you run and stop at a clearing. There's like a little bench at the center there. You didn't really pass anybody else, as everyone else is on dancing, on frivolity there. And Daisy sits down on the bench and motions sit next.
Izzy, slightly out of breath, collapses, for lack of a better word, beside Daisy and kind of leans into her. You'd think that with Willa as a best friend, I'd have a little bit better exercise under my belt.
Hey, it doesn't need to be perfect. It was also quite impromptu, and I'm sure that these are not entirely the best running clothes.
No, the stress is much more for waltzing and walking around and trailing off after me.
For highlighting just how incredible. To be honest, I found it a little difficult to speak when you walked in.
And it has done its proper job.
Daisy smiles and she kind of glances away and starts playing with the fan a little nervously, and she goes, I never got to thank you, really, for what you did at the quarry.
I would do it every time. I wish
You
I could only
shouldn't.
have gotten there sooner.
It was fine. You shouldn't have had to have come in like that, because Lord Trent should not have been so abhorrent, abysmal,
Truly.
wretched.
The fact that you ever had to spend any length of time with him on the open sea is terrible and dreadful to think about.
That was the thing. He was jealous of me, even when I was Benjamin.
Did
And
you think he
then
ever knew?
he never found out on the ship. It was only after he spoke to my parents about why I had taken ill that they let him know.
Your parents knew?
That was part of the reason I was a caged bird, my dear. They found out, and I had to be punished. But certainly you can't lock up your daughter forever, so then you send her again. I mean, you can't anticipate a crazed naval captain deciding that he was going to just get rid of me so that he could have you. It does turn your parents around on the whole locking you away forever and ever, which is quite nice.
So, that is why you're able to roam around freely?
For now. The heat is at least off of me right now. You see, and she kind of motions back to the ballroom and she goes, my dear darling brother is going to dance with as many women as he possibly can, just to give our parents the flicker of hope that he's going to choose any of them, and he's going to go another season without a wife, which is going to be phenomenal.
I see. And what of the two of us?
Daisy reaches for your hand. She goes, you know of the bookstore in the Ton?
I believe so. Victoria's books? Yes, I do.
Victoria is not a priest by any means, but she has agreed to perform a marriage ceremony for us. If you really would like that. I certainly would, but I will not pull you into a promise that will be unseen by many of the Ton. I will not put that on your heart if that is not something that you truly desire.
Wedding you would be the one beautiful thing out of all of this, and I would have nothing less. I only wish that we are able to find a way to live together and be together.
Daisy kind of smiles and goes, that may be something I've been working on. Benjamin was given a rather large pension from the state for his service. And as my brother is the kindest man that has ever walked the earth, he has rightly given that to me. We can go anywhere. We can do anything. I will take care of you in every way that I can. I may try to bully your father for your dowry, but you know. And she kind of chuckles and goes, I kid only.
It would be rightfully yours in that case. Should I ask your parents for yours?
I mean, it may put my father in an early grave, which could be a benefit to many.
It would. Imagine the investors' glee.
She's like leaning into you as like her fingers twine with you, and she goes,
Can we really do it?
She nods. She goes, I would bring the moon and stars out of the sky if it meant we could be together. I, quite frankly, thought it was going to be a lot more difficult to create a life for us, but we're going to make it.
I think we are too. And I have something for you.
Daisy kind of blinks and is like, what?
I'm not the most creative in certain respects. And granted, I made this a long time ago, so please be kind to younger me. But Izzy kind of pulls out a small little like wrapped package. It's very small. It's very tiny. You see, Arthur is a bit of a metal worker and likes to do different smaller things. He made this, and she pulls out the little pewter fencing sword.
That's adorable.
It is, and granted, he's much more good at it than I am, and she tucks it back in her hair. But I made this when I was younger, in the hopes that it would be for someone that I could be myself with. And she opens it up, and it's this very not so good made, like a twine of like almost like copper, like some type of metal wire twisted around, kind of in like a misshapen butterflied wings of a ring.
Oh my god. Daisy, you see like her eyes shine, and she goes, put it on me, put it on me, put it on me, put it on me.
I hope to one day put this on the finger of someone who I felt truly free and whole with. And it is with this ring that I ask if you would marry me.
You see that Daisy starts to cry, and she goes, see, this is wholly unprecedented.
I want to marry you, not your brother in some farce, not some old salty captain. I want to marry you.
She kisses you.
She kisses her back.
We pan out. We, the camera, pan out from that, and we see that the party is going. The party is, kind of raging on, and we see that a figure darkens the doorway. And we see 2 stomps of heavy, soggy boots.
Oh no.
And we see a disheveled sea captain stands and goes, "May I have the attention of the Ton?"